Well, folks, it's been a while since I've done a video of any kind. So I added on this upper loop because my original layout, which is this folded dog bone, doesn't support the this post-war Santa Fe set with the aluminum passenger coaches. It's just too tight of a radius. So I built this new loop, and it runs just fine up there. It's up on a shelf in the house on display right now, but I've been slowly doing, I got multiple projects, different directions. I got this backdrop. Actually, this is Dallas 1950s, which is really cool because that's where I was born. So I was like, oh, I got to have this. Even though I don't really have a locale. My layout isn't set in any specific location. I just like this backdrop. And then I'm still trying to figure out how to transition. I don't know exactly what this is going to go, like how this is going to go over here, but obviously, transition to some hills over here. And of course I wanted a wooden trestle. And I thought it would look really good here on this nice curved part. And then I got this other tunnel. I got a bunch of stuff that I built, like you can see it here. Tunnel linings, tunnel openings. Because I have an unlimited resource of just scrap 2x4s and stuff, and I rip them down and I just build everything out of that. And everything is ripped down 2x4 in bits of boxes, food boxes, and corrugated cardboard, and just trash. Most everything everybody else throws out, I have to turn into some sort of. That's what I build all my stuff out of because I don't have the budget that some of these other folks do. I got a new truss bridge. It's going to go over there in front of that other bridge. I did finish my turntable bridge. I got the little shed on there and everything. I've got an idea. I'm going to make a little hand crank system for it. I mean, I don't need it. It doesn't need to be digitized or anything or any of that fancy stuff. Just rotate it with a little hand crank and I'm just fine. And again, I built this, I think I ripped down a 2x4 and then I just added pieces of ripped down tiny lumber to it. I'm probably going to put a little telephone pole or something somewhere, and then I'll just strip off some really thin wire. Or maybe I'll just use some thick string on it to make it look like it's got a wired connection to the top of the tower bridge. But yeah, like all my buildings, it's corrugated cardboard. It's just all cereal boxes and whatnot, and like the windows are from plastic food containers, and yeah, everything's just all scratch built out of scrap and junk. Every time someone in my family is going to throw something out, I always have to check and say, hey, I can build something out of that. So yeah, that's what's going on. Fans up there because of summertime. It gets hot. I need to figure out a different place I can put it that'll blow air up inside here. Because now since I put this exterior wall up, there's no ventilation really. So I need to figure out how to ventilate this upper area. When you kind of get up into the layout, it gets hot up in here. And I added these LED lights, which has made it nice. I kind of want to swap out these other regular incandescent bulbs for LEDs. And this area over here, I sort of have an idea. I think it's going to be a more city or warehouse looking district. But and then that over there, that lower track, obviously that's going to be a tunnel. I got a tunnel portal sitting over there. Just a short tunnel to kind of cover that up and everything. But that's what's going on my layout. So I need to put the trim, I guess, back on along the edges of the layout and paint it, make it look nice and presentable. Oh, I gotta build a bridge for that right there. Of course, I have abutments here. I think I have the bridge built. I think it's on my workbench. But yeah, I've still got some more bridges to build here and there, and I'm working on this one. I still got to put all the cross bracing on. So just shows you that you don't have to go and buy all the fancy stuff. You just go get, actually, I went and got free 2x4s the big box store, their shipments come in on skids, which are like 2x3 material, and I bring it home and rip it down using my table saw, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, and then also scrap plywood. I got scrap plywood down here. So, and I'll rip, like this is what, 1/8 inch, and I can rip it down to 1/8 by 1/8, 1/4 by 1/4. This 3/4 inch is great. You rip it down to 1/8 inch thick, and that's what I've built a lot of my tunnel linings and my bridge portal openings out of. So, because it looks like stacked lumber. So like this is just 3/4 inch plywood, just piece after piece after piece. Do I have it so you can see? There, you can see that's piece after piece. And I just use here's pancake mix packaging, wood glue, glued together, and then those 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch beams. And this goes inside that tunnel there. I got one for the other side. It's such a short tunnel. I was like, well, I can make a tunnel lining for that. So yeah, I mean, that's just leftover lumber and stuff. I mean, people post all the time on those free sites like they got scrap lumber left over, and I'll go pick it up and build stuff out of it. So yeah, you don't have to have $1 million to have a place to run your trains. You just got to have a little creativity and just do it yourself. Just build it yourself. So yeah, get out there and run your trains.